Hey,
All
hey,
right.
Ben,
Yes.
do you know what time it is?
What time is it, Paul?
It's
Dyson
Dyson Sphere
sphere time.
time.
Perfectly synchronized.
Yeah, I'm sure Zoom will do
T
us
minus
wonders.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
And
4, 3,
20 minutes
2,
ago, we
1.
launched
Ignition and liftoff. Go Falcon,
a
go
data
Dragon.
center experiment into space. So this is the commercial resupply mission for
Penetrating the heavens.
Vehicle is pitching downrange.
the ISS.
M1D chamber pressure is nominal.
All right, what's on board this, Paul?
I believe in our in our prep for this episode, I believe we have a data center going to space.
We do. We do. So on this 33rd commercial resupply mission that SpaceX is delivering to the ISS,
Hmm.
we've got an Axiom, an Axiom chip. There it is.
It's pretty cool having sound effects. We should probably keep that going as a tradition in the future.
Should get the soundboard up.
Hmm.
Um, all right, so let's have a look at this chip they're sending up. This is the one. So um, they say this chip is commercial off the shelf. Right, so this is interesting to have this going up, specifically
Okay.
for testing AI and ML workloads.
Okay.
And it's running a minified version of Red Hat's Kubernetes, so Microshift. So Red Hat's main product is OpenShift, and this is going to be running Microshift. So they're going to have, containers in space.
Cool. What are some of the benefits of this mission of launching a mini data center to the International Space Station?
So I think the idea here is that they're trying to see how easy it is to just run standard hardware in space
Hmm.
with the view to send a lot more of it. Yeah, commercial off-the-shelf supercomputers. Commercial off-the-shelf supercomputers. I didn't know there were supercomputers on the shelf, but that is it's good to know.
You're reading Slashdot there? That's quite impressive.
Slashdot, news for
Yeah,
nerds, mate.
that's it. That's it. My understanding, from reading the article you sent me prior to the start of this episode, one of my understandings of this is that they're kind of using it as a cache, so so they don't have to send as much data down to Earth. In essence, they can do more in space, really.
Yeah,
Um,
right.
hmm,
Cool. Well, speaking of running AI models in space,
hmm.
Uh, Google has
Ooh,
made a deal with StarCloud, our friend
hmm,
Philip over at StarCloud,
hmm.
to put Gemini on their first H100 that is going to space.
That's super cool. So, what does
You're a
that
big
mean?
Gemini fan, Paul.
I'm a believer. Uh, so that means in theory that means that astronauts could use it, correct? I mean, people on the ground could use it too.
We could all use it. We could all use space-based Gemini.
Space, yeah, that'd be cool. Gemini is a constellation after all, so
It is. It
so
is.
it's kind of p poetry. Or
Yeah, very poetic.
hmm.
Gemini is in space. Gemini always was in space. Um, we're just finally realizing.
Complete.
Um, Cool. All right. So that is where the news came from. StarCloud's been pretty busy. They have picked up some funding from InQtel, IQT.
Mhm.
InQtel, of course, is the venture arm that works with the three-letter agencies
Yes.
across the US, the UK, and Australia were included.
Yes.
Um, So good work, Philip.
I'm sure they've just entered the chat.
Hi there, IQT. It's always good to know that you're hearing from us.
Mm.
Um, Another little piece on sort of StarCloud in general. This guy here, Anu uh, Bonthalapati, has had a chat with Philip and really pushed home that the key thing that we need is not solar arrays or satellite buses. It is low cost, low mass deployable radiators. Um, so yeah, this is very validating of StarCloud's mission.
Can you
Um,
can you provide some background on who this guy is? Do you
this
know?
is I first learned of Anu from Philip sharing this. Philip's been very busy on the podcast circuit,
Mm.
uh, but
Yeah, it was an honor to have him on a couple of weeks back.
yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I think we'll be tuning in. I've just given him a follow, so I think it's time.
Mm.
Um, cool. All right. Well, that's my news, but I think you've got. Oh wait, we've got a little bit more news on Starship 10. So Starship 10 is going up tomorrow, shortly. Um, and they're really trying to see if they can get that the pressurization sorted in the tanks that have caused some of the last ruds. Um, and yeah, I'm not sure how much we're really going to learn from this, given that they sort of already moved on to like block three, and this is
Mm.
like the sort of, I don't know,
Yeah.
last, second last Starship 10. So like it's great. I'll tune in, I'll watch it. The fireworks will be spectacular, one way or another. But it feels like it's just like, okay, you've already committed to block three, like we're just kind of waiting for that to roll out and get
Mm.
moving.
Yeah, my 10 cents, Ben, is they are essentially if I could be completely wrong, but I it seems to me like they just want to get rid of some extra hardware that they have in the storage bays at the moment.
You know,
And load some more data whilst they do it, which is like good, hats off to them.
yeah, and maybe just kind of, dialing in their, launch procedures and just keeping that team kind of fresh and moving,
Mm,
just getting
mm.
that cadence going. Like we are going to be moving whatever we can throw together every like month, every week, every day. We're gonna put it up, and you guys just you have to be ready.
Yeah, and if they're able to accomplish some of the goals that they missed on the previous one, I'm all the more for it. Um, but yeah, it's good to keep moving forward in a nutshell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Um,
Uh,
yeah, you wanted to share a little note on Jim as well.
yeah, I'll send you the link. I don't know if you want to bring this up. So, um, one thing I discovered this week is that SpaceX, of all companies, is launching Amazon's version of Starlink called Project Kuiper. Why this is important and kind of ironic is this was originally meant to launch on Origin. So Blue Origin
Mm,
were meant to be, for those who don't know, but I'm sure most people do, Blue Origin is owned by Jeff Bezos. Uh, Amazon's obviously owned by Jeff Bezos, and they were meant to launch Project Kuiper on Blue Origin rocket, which New Glenn, which I believe they've done one launch so far. I think the second one's coming up very soon. But just interesting to see that like they want to push ahead so much that they actually are like using the competition to launch their own satellite network into space.
yeah, well, it's very anti-trust of Elon to do this. So uh, good on you, Elon. Good on you, SpaceX, for throwing some Kuiper up there.
Hmm. I mean, I think it's all about scale, really. For for Kuiper to really catch up, they probably need New Glenn, the Blue Origin rocket, to come online to get that launch cadence frequency up. Um, it's economies of scale, and probably they've done the math and it just doesn't work out. But that's something we could potentially spreadsheet in another episode. Um, Something else I'd also like to talk about, just real quick while we're doing this, Ben, whilst I got you, is this is kind of old news, but I just kind of want to talk about it since we haven't really spoken about this since our last episode. Is just the story around about 2 weeks ago about the Apollo, so you know, moonwalking astronaut Jim Lovell passing away at the age of 97. Um, yeah, so
Well, I don't think Jim actually made it to the moon. Um,
mm,
I think he got to fly past it twice.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, Apollo 8, I think it was something. Apollo 8 and Apollo 13.
yes, and I'm sure we've all
True.
seen that movie many times. I remember the day it came out, just basically turning around after I came out of the cinema and just walking straight back in to watch it again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I I watched it again with my son recently. I think this is, when we talk about hope for the future, which Elon talks about a lot,
Mm,
like it's like Jim Lovell is like one of, if not the sort of greatest embodiment of like what that means and why all this matters, just the opportunity to push these things forward
agree.
and solve problems along the way. Just such a huge source of inspiration and, very sad that he passed. I mean, very encouraging that he made it to 97 um, with space flights and all that cosmic radiation. Um, so it does bode well for the rest of us.
Yeah, yeah, to your point around not walking on the moon, he did like leave low Earth orbit. So, um, you know, I think that's worth mentioning. And just to me, it's just sad that we haven't actually hopefully the Starship again coming back to Starship changes all of this. We can because it's those guys were early pioneers. And since then, it's just kind of sad that we've actually hardly had any more missions beyond low Earth orbit. Um, there was
Yeah,
I don't know if you used to
yeah.
ever read sorry, you go.
There was a commercial mission with the Rook, Jared Isaacman, that went up and I think made it up to about 550 kilometers in
Yeah.
altitude, which is the furthest humans have been in some time. Um, but I think that's all due to change pretty soon, and I'm quite sure Rook will be ready to be amongst the first, if not the first, to go and just grab a starship and and cruise around the moon and maybe even further.
Mm,
Because why not?
mm. Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
He took our friend Casey Hanmer for a flight the other day as well. I don't know if you saw that, but Casey had a good time.
Sorry, who's Casey?
Casey runs a startup. Where is it now? He's basically synthesizing fuel from carbon dioxide, Terraform Industries. Um, he's an old school buddy of mine. Um, so yeah, he's in LA. Terraform's raised about 30 million bucks last I
Yeah.
saw.
I just recently
Um,
listened to a Dwakesh podcast. I think it was Dwakesh with Casey talking. I think,
yeah,
yeah, it was really, I personally thought it was really, really good, but the the comments were split.
comments were split rough.
Mm.
Um, cool. Yeah. Well, he recently had a little go with Rook on I wonder if is that sharing for you?
Yeah, it's coming
Maybe it
through.
is.
I can see X and I can see Terraform Industries right now.
Huh. It's interesting. Quite what I was expecting. All right. Can you see Casey now in the jet?
Yeah, yeah, it's coming
Yeah,
through.
cool. Okay. Yeah. So there you go. Thanks, Casey. Where are you from? Australia. Such a beautiful country. Yes. From space. Good. What a flex.
Mm,
Um, Very cool. Yeah. So yeah, I think it's look, it's good progress at the moment. Starship Block 3, Starship re-entering without burning up. Um, let's go.
mm, mm. And let's get the thing is like I was just to wrap up the item around gym level, just to say one thing is like it'd be great to have, I guess, a new generation of astronauts go beyond low Earth orbit in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Just to inspire it, like growing up as a kid, they're already sort of past my generation growing up, but they sort of inspired me to take on engineering. Um, and I don't think there's anything better than pushing ahead into something that's like like you said, like I was talking to you the other day, and I was saying, "Well, we need to go back to the moon." You're like, "We need to go back to Mars." I'm like, "Fair point." And I think that's like something inspirational, man. Just there's so
I
many,
think you're right. We have been talking a bit about all the doom and gloom that's
yeah.
been in the news
There's
as
been so
well.
much doom and
And
gloom. Yeah.
I see it like really just sort of filtering into, a lot of my friends and colleagues and everything. And I just remember, growing up, looking up. And I think, we need this, like, forget data centers and Dyson spheres. We need this for people to, have a reason to come together and be happy.
We could still do Dyson Spheres though.
Absolutely.
All right, Ben. It's been a pleasure as always, man.
Thank you, Paul.
Yeah, cheers.